It's reminder time. And what's the reminder? Oh, yes. The reminder is, oh, good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning. A reminder that you get to choose what things mean. Remember, everything is fundamentally meaningless. Everything just is. And you, me, with the greatest power we have, which is agency, get to choose what things mean. We don't have to accept being a slave of circumstance, to be controlled by what somebody says, what somebody does. No. You know why? Because everything is fundamentally meaningless, and that we get to choose that. And why is that so important? Well, again, very simple. It's because that leads to a vibratory state, a frequency. There's lots of frequencies, and each frequency has an attractive force. And it's that frequency that we're on, which is feeling, that determines what we're attracted to, what's attracted to us, what we're repelled by, and what's repelled by us. See, it's an inside job. And what's funny is it's always been an inside job, and it always will be an inside job. It's always going to be based from what's happening in your marvelous, miraculous, incredible mind, where you have all of these magnificent gifts. Remember, you have this thing called dissatisfaction. I call it the God germ, the propellant to move into change. Then you have agency, which is the main power. That's your ability to accept, reject. And then you have these other beautiful higher mental faculties, your imagination, perception, reason, will, memory, your intuition, all of which are there for a purpose. Have you ever stopped to think about that? You don't have an imagination for no reason. Remember, imagination is the starting point of all creation. See, they all have a purpose, and if you look at that and study and dive into it, you'll realize that the purpose is to create, which means you are a magnificent creative being. You're not a human being, even though you have a human body and you have this human existence. No, you're not this body with a spirit. You're a spirit with a body. See, this is an avatar, just like the movie. Boy, James Cameron got it right. There's a frequency that links to the avatar body. Have you noticed that in the movie? They go into this device, shuts down, but it connects specifically to the body. And did you notice too as well that the way that it connects, it uses the DNA within the physical body because they use that DNA to make that physical body. With that being said, it's still a frequency. And that's exactly the way it is with you, the way it is for the billions of people who are here on this plane called Earth. That's so amazing. Oh my gosh, I love talking about that. Can you tell? Well, anyways, what does that have to do with anything? What does it have to do with your life? Well, it has everything to do with everything. It has everything to do with your life. It has everything to do with you achieving this in your outer world. Remember, this is an instrument. You can think whatever you want to think, and through that thought, lead onto a specific frequency, which will then get this body, your body, to do things. And if you want this to become a material fact on the outside, you've got to be in harmony with this in your mind so that your body does the things that are in harmony with this. Which is why it's so important for you to have a goal card. Do not underestimate the power of this. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. If, here's the key component, if or as long as you internalize it, as long as you become one with it, it's not going to do you any good just to have it, to write it down because Troy said to write it down. No, no, you've got to become one with the idea. You've got to be loyal to this unseen reality. So when the statement is that this must become fact, as what Bob Proctor would share, it's under the assumption that you are one with the idea, that you're using what's shared here in these wonderful calls, where we're studying this information, the master key system, which is really awesome, and also using what's here in the subconscious code. Now, if you'd like a copy of these or a gold card itself, then just reach out. or just tap on the link that we're going to provide you to where you can get this for yourself as well. All right, so let's dive into this, shall we? Let's go into this incredible information. Now, here, oh, what happened here? Hold on one second. It's not moving. Bear with me just one moment as I make this adjustment. No, with this being said, I want you all to write this in your notes as I'm adjusting this, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to write this. I can think what I please. I can think what I please. If to think is to form, I can form what I please. Now, you've heard me say that before, but it doesn't matter whether or not I've said it before. What matters is your connection with the idea. Okay, so that's a really big thing. Now, okay, now let's go back to this because it ties specifically to what we've been diving into. So, page 118. In the first place, there is a great mental world in which we live and move or have our being. This world is an omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. In other words, it's all powerful. It's incredibly moving and it's everywhere, no matter where you are. It will respond to our direct desire in direct ratio to our purpose and faith. Now, again, really grab onto this. We spoke about this before, but I'm bringing this in here again because it's really important for you to get this. The outcomes of your life, the results will always happen in direct proportion to what's happening in your inner world. Remember, your inner world is a world of thought. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. And again, your inner world is a world of thought, more specifically, automatic thought. And that automatic thought comprises of what's called your beliefs and your habits. See, it's based from that in you. It is done unto you as you believe. The key word in that statement is as. What's done unto you, the results of your life, how much you earn, what you do for work, your lifestyle, the people you surround yourself with, how you dress. That's what's done unto you based on what? What you believe. So, in other words, what's done unto you is contingent upon the belief that you have. You want to know what you believe about yourself? Just look at your results. They reveal the automatic thought patterns inside of you. And if you don't like it, the solution is not getting pissed about it. Yes, be dissatisfied, but the solution lies in changing that inner narrative, which is why I love to share what Robert Collier shared in Secret of the Ages. The secret of all power, all success, all riches is in first thinking powerful thoughts, successful thoughts, thoughts of wealth, of supply. We must build them in our own mind first. It's got to be an image. The purpose must be in accordance with the law of our being. That is, it must be creative and constructive. Our faith must be strong enough to generate a current of sufficient strength to bring our purpose into manifestation. As thy faith is, so be it unto thee, bears the stamp of scientific test. So, in other words, you must believe. Now, it's important to distinguish the difference between faith and belief. They are not the same thing. Always remember that your faith is in direct proportion to the belief that you have. When you believe something, you have faith, which is that feeling, which then leads you into whatever action it is. See, the issue is not your faith, the issue is your belief. And the demonstration that I'll give to you, this is the endless march of time. Today it's Friday. Do you believe that it's going to be a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Do you believe that after January will come February, March, April, May, June, July, the seasons, the time? Right now it's what, 7:10? There's going to be a 7:11, 7:12, 7:13. Do you believe that? Of course you do. You evaluated it enough times to have that belief. But what's interesting about that is there's not a single person alive who